right, for my Beeman BP50, this is what I have for data. All right, so these are the joules, feet per second in joules that I had for the stock BP50 with the, what was it, the 3.58 plastic barrel, 50 cal, shooting 2.9 gram aluminum alien play rounds. So the highest joule I had was 18. Highest feet per second was 366. And then using the 2.9 gram aluminum with the tuning barrel without the extension, I had a high of 360 and 17.45 joules. Yeah, so really no, actually a little bit less than, well, yeah, not much of a difference actually. Tuning barrel, again with the aluminum, 2.9 gram, all aluminum rounds. I had a high of 456 feet per second and 28.01 joules. Pretty consistent and high, decent numbers, I guess. And again, that's without the tuning barrel's extension. And then I had aluminum tuning barrel with the yellow plastic, which is the super lightweight stuff, 1.4 gram, super light, cheap garbage. Not very accurate, but obviously high feet per second, 620 feet per second, 24.99 joules. So I mean, decent amount of energy, but not a heavy round at all. And then with the aluminum tuning barrel, with the 4 gram less lethal ballistics Vindicator rounds, I had a high of 358 feet per second and 23.81 joules. When I added the extension, you can see here highlighted in yellow highlight, my feet per second with the same ammo, the 4 gram ammo, went up to 382 feet per second for a high of 27.11 joules. That's with the when I added the extension. All right, now with the smaller 12.2 millimeter steel ball bearings and the stock plastic barrel, had a high of 218 feet per second and 1569 joules. And then really my highest numbers was with the 12.7 millimeter ball bearings, the large ones with the extension. I had a high of 288 feet per second and a high of 32.36 joules. But I mean, the performance was great. Look at the consistency on here with the 12.7 millimeter ball bearings. And I did have to actually remount the tuning barrel. It was not, it wouldn't take those larger 12.7, so I had to ream it out just a little bit. But I mean, look at that, like shot 1, 288, shot 2, 286, then another 288, another 286, a 280, 274, 272, one CO2 cart, and I got what, 7 shots. The bigger ball bearings, it only fit 7 shots, but you could throw one down the pipe if you wanted to. But yeah, I mean, really, if you got that tuning barrel with the extension, it looks like I didn't record the tuning barrel without the extension using the 12.7 millimeter steel ball bearings, the heavy stuff. I'll have to test that until I have a recording of it. So that's all I got, but very consistent. This gun fires fantastic. I mean, it's like a miniature Pistelli anyways. You look at the bolt and valve system, it's almost identical in a sense. Actually, it's almost like identical to the Intrubuster Gen 2 or vice versa. It's like that's a Beeman on steroids or something. Anyways, hopefully this helps with your question there. Thanks, buddy. Bye.